Well, here we're looking at AutoZone. It's down about 7 points, or about 1.5%. We see it on the long term on the weekly chart. It looked beautiful. It was rallying very nicely, but you could see the divergence here on this on the weekly. Very, very significant. As prices just seem to really have a very big, tough time breaking higher, like a top it was forming there. And then you see this negative action on the recent action, and also breaking under the 50-day moving average on the weekly. So that's not good either for the stock. As we move toward the daily, you could see that we've, I think, timed this pretty decently, where we really got positioned where we started seeing this start to break again. You see the counter move back to the range, but it can't break the prior high for the initial gap. Then we see it testing back this low at the 500. I think, especially today, I think if we see this break through the 500 level, we'll start to see a pretty sizable move in AutoZone to the downside. And I just find it harder when you look at all these stocks we have short here, and I can find a whole bunch more, which we're probably going to start to do. It's just looks like we are in a very, very overextended marketplace. That everybody's had a great time on the way up, and why not have good time on the way down? It's where you get hurt is by ignoring the trend, and we're not going to ignore the trend here. So anyway, I think there's a lot of profits to be made on to the downside on some of these, because what goes up can come down, and comes down a lot harder because fear is more powerful than greed. AutoZone is a great company, but is it worth $550? That's really the question. In my mind, no. And I think it can get beat up pretty hard. And I was saying, if they didn't split this is one that's going to come down, and they haven't done that yet. So I think we're going to see this come in and start to break down to some real numbers.